Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage number B250-267. This is a set of screws for a B250 series. This is in the 626 finish. This would certainly be for a double cylinder. I can tell because of the shape of that head is what this is. I do like Schlage deadbolt screws because they put that point on the end, and it's, you know, it just makes it easy. You know, you're trying to get that through the inside cylinder, holding all of that while you're holding on the outside through a latch bolt, and it's nice for that to be self-centering in that regard. Okay, so there is a link below this video to a document called Parts Drawing, and before we get to that, let's just take an overall length. They say that it's 2.5, 1032 by 2.5. 2 and 3/4 would be an absolute overall length. I suppose if they're going to the underside of the head, it's going to be closer to 2.5, but still. Okay, let's take a look at that parts drawing that's there. Now, when you do a find function on your keyboard for B520-267, it's going to show up on 3 pages. So it's going to be, on the first page it shows up, it's part 34. Okay, and that's where that is, part 34. Then it's going to show up 2 other times. And what's important to know about the 2 other times that it shows up is that it's giving you the, in perhaps not necessarily a direct fashion, it's telling you what you need based on the door thickness. So the Schlage B250 is a really cool lock. I rue the day thinking that they will ever discontinue it. It is a slam lock. It is a hallmark to the 1950s. The latch bolt in the B250 is the same latch bolt from their EB series, which came out in the 1950s. If you've got an EB series lock, a grip handle from Schlage that has, or just an E series, it doesn't have to have the B as well. It can be an E or an EB, where you've got a key down in, the grip handle is escutcheon, and then maybe an additional deadbolt above. That latch bolt from 1955 is the same one today. Okay, so it's really a great lock in the sense that it's a slam lock, and you can make that thing run on 1.5" diameter holes, 2 1/8" holes, skinny doors, super thick doors. And the table that's here, not super thick, but the table that's here will show you what you need to get out to as far as a door thickness that's 3 1/8". So from 1 5/16 all the way out to 3 1/8". Depending on how you put the parts together, what trim rings you use, what tail pieces you use, and then finally what screws you use will determine the thickness. So if you're doing a typical 1 3/4 door, 1.5" or 2 1/8" hole, the regular lock's going to work. But if you have an unusual application, like a thick door, then you can dive into this paperwork and figure out what you need. This is the short screw. This is going to work for doors from 1 5/16 to 2 11/16, depending on how you configure the pieces that will already come. And what I mean is the trim rings. So there is a 7/16 trim ring and then an 1/8 of an inch trim ring. And depending on how you put those, you use those together, or you use one and not the other. You either use them both, or you use one or the other. You can really tailor what you do in terms of door thickness right out of the box. Okay, it's really great. And that parts diagram will get you there. There is also a link to the product catalog as well. Let's take a look at that. Now there's that other link below this video to the product catalog, and that's handy because it will allow you to review the B250 series in an overall sense. And because we're just talking about a part, we won't dive into the 250 all together, but if you were to look at one of the the B250 dead latch designs that are there, you will see those 2 cylinder rings that are stacked together, 7/16 and 1/8 of an inch, and how you play with those will determine the range of thickness you can deal with. So a real handy document. It's nice to be able to rebuild your Schlage locks. It's nice to be able to get your hands on parts and pieces And that parts drawing is there for you to be able to do that. Okay. Finally, that link below this video to the manufacturer's page will allow you to review not only all of the Schlage products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website and that full line product catalog, and several other documents that are there as well, such as templates, service manuals, encyclopedic reference documents, service manuals for keying systems, and the mechanical hardware itself. Any questions on the Schlage part number B520-267 B250 series screws or any other Schlage product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.